Okay, welcome to the orientation for our July 13th start. I appreciate all of you taking time out of your day to jump on here and really just kind of get a nice introduction to the school, a good understanding of what to look forward to and how to move forward once you get started in classes next week. I know your time is valuable, so we will try to move through this. But for those who can wait till the end of the presentation, you'll get an opportunity to actually meet individually, well, kind of within your group, I should say, with your program director who's in charge of your entire program. So it's a great opportunity for you to just kind of get a quick introduction, put a face with a name, understand the resources, and again, more clear expectations as it pertains to your major in our school. I'm just going to cover a couple quick things here. The first is a brief story, and I want you to think about if somebody asked you, "Are you invincible?" What you don't have to answer this, but what does your automatic answer in your head pop up and say? Is it a yes or a no? And what I'm going to do is share with you. So I'm somebody who's kind of one of those positive mindset type of people. And just the other night I was jogging because I'm working at home, so I'm trying to keep my body moving, and it's too hot during the day. So at night I went for a jog, and about maybe 5 minutes into it, I got a very bad, painful cramp. Right, one of those kind of stop, double over, shoot, I can't keep running type of things. And I thought to myself, at first I'm like, okay, well, there's my exercise for the day. I only got 5 minutes in, and here I'm done. I said, wait a minute. You kind of, you get what you focus on. So if I'm going to focus on a negative thing like the pain, then I'm going to get the pain and feel the pain. Or I can focus on, just something that will keep my mind off of the pain and keep me moving forward towards my goal, which is the exercise. So just shifted that mindset. I looked ahead at something I could focus my, as far as visually my attention on. And then as I started to jog again, I kept repeating to myself as I focused on that, you're invincible. You're not, you don't have pain right now. You're not feeling pain. And I just kind of kept that going over in my head as I was focusing on where I was jogging, and I was fine. Suddenly I wasn't, stopped because of this thing that had come into my path. So, it's kind of relative to, what you may experience as you start school. Right, so you're excited, you get going, and then something happens. Right, it just happens in life, or something comes up anytime you start to take a step forward in your life. Right, and you're going to really come down to a choice. It's a choice to either focus on just that negative thing and let that decide your future, or you can choose to not focus on that and choose instead to keep the goal that you have focused and make that choice of, I understand this is in my way, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep my focus on something that's positive, which is me changing my life or getting in, to the career that I've always wanted, or whatever it is. So it really can. It's just amazing the power of our minds, that we can put our focus in the right spot, and therefore, change our current reality of the pain or frustration that we're dealing with now. So hopefully that kind of resonates with you. With the real example just happened a couple of days ago, and I thought when it happened, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to share this, because this is what a lot of people experience in life. So if you do encounter that, again, mindset will help you out of that if you focus on the right things. A couple quick things, obviously, as we start your very first class, you'll be obviously doing this from your home. Just want to keep a couple quick tips for you. One thing, kind of treat it like a job. If you treat your school like a job, even though you're in your home, you're going to show up, you're going to be on time, you're going to allow enough time prior to class that you're getting ready, just like you would for work. And then you show up and be present, and you do the work, right? You participate, you do whatever is necessary. But if you treat it like a job, you are going to have a much higher success rate within your courses. You're going to find it's a little bit easier when, again, you approach it that way. If you have an 8 o'clock class and you're rolling out of bed at 7:58 and onto your computer, it's not really enough time to be alert and present and ready, right? So just again, treat it kind of like a job, and you should have a higher success rate based off of that. Just kind of establish some type of routine. I'm sure you already have a routine where you wake up at a certain time. Maybe you drink water to hydrate, because we dehydrate all night while we're sleeping, so that's a huge piece. Put on different clothes than you went to bed in. Even just something like that can increase your productivity for the day. Create a regular study space, maybe a quiet space in your house to help you stay organized and non-distracted, because you want to eliminate as many distractions as possible. But be mentally engaged just like you would be in the actual class itself. Take notes like you would in the actual class itself. Actively participate with your live instructor that you have over the camera, just like we're doing here, and with your classmates. Take breaks when necessary. Stand up, walk around. You don't want to sit the whole time. And of course, ask questions that you have as you have them. So that and use the resources. So other than that, I just two quick housekeeping things. So I'm keeping everybody on mute, but I'll go through and make sure that you guys get credit for your attendance. As long as your name does show correctly on there, I'll be able to mark it down here as we move forward. For anybody who needs help, maybe understanding how to get into their class on Monday, where do I find that link to attend my live lecture and all that stuff? We do have Ashley available on Sunday. She has open office hours for help on anything like that related to your getting into your first class, and that's from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So if you just get with your rep today, we can get you that link so that you can just jump in somewhere on Sunday if you have time in there to ask questions to Ashley. So that's available. And then the last piece I'll end on is it's not too late to help someone else that you know in your life. So next week is start week. So if you have somebody who wants that you've been talking to, a friend, a family member that's been thinking of school, we can still help get them started next week. Just let us know so we can jump in and see what we can do to help those individuals in your life. So again, let your rep know if you have anybody like that you'd like to join with you. But other than that, it's going to be exciting, fun today. Just please understand all the resources that we have. This is a very big family. You want to use your family as you would in your own life whenever you have struggles, questions, concerns, and things like that. We're going to start off with the president of our campus, Todd Matthews, and then we'll move over to Nicole. But again, you're going to meet a lot of people today. I encourage you to take notes if there is anything pertinent that you want to remember. And again, we're all here for you. So I appreciate you. Congratulations on the first step towards your goal that you're heading towards. And just know that we're all here for you. All right. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and turn over the floor to Mr. Todd Matthews.
Thanks, Corey. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. That's great. Important thing is do our sound check first. Well, welcome to your new virtual family. And what I thought I would do first, you see my name on the screen, and what I wanted to make sure that you have my direct contact information, and that goes right to my cell phone. That's my office phone. And also have an email set up to where you can provide feedback, whether it's a question, concern, negative or positive feedback. It's information we want to have to help make your experience just tremendous with us. But as I start, and Corey, I don't know, I had sent a little bit later this morning. Did you get a chance to see the video I sent?
Yes, I have Nicole.
Good.
She's prepared to share it when you're ready.
Perfect. Excellent. I actually, and just some brief background about myself, I've been in the business now about 34 years. Started as an instructor, worked through different divisions in the college setting, and we truly are in, I'm not going to call them difficult or uncertain times, but let's call them unpredictable times. And I would just say that it's important as we're in this pause in life, and almost everything we're doing is pretty challenging at this point, is to use it as your reset period, a chance to really expand your educational background, your focus, because once we come out of this, you've got to be prepared, and we truly believe that the types of programs we offer, the high demand occupations, you have a chance to truly put your education to work. But I ran into it's a few minutes, and Nicole, if you would, I'd like to open with this short video.
There's no sound, Nicole. You have to share the sound too.
Sorry. Again, not necessarily good with, let me do a different share. Sorry. I gotta get out of the PowerPoint. I have it up on my, or my, can you hear it now?
Yes. Oh, can you turn it up a little bit?
Provide some helpful guidance on how to try and stay as emotionally healthy and resilient as possible as we're all working through this COVID-19 crisis. I guess the first thing that I would suggest is to kind of be compassionate to yourself regarding how you're reacting and responding. Many of us, all of us, some point or another, are going to have various stress responses. It's important to recognize that your stress response is normal during this time. Maybe it's a little bit panicky, maybe it's a little bit out of control at times. Please exercise self-compassion and care during this moment and realize that all of us are going to have our moments of struggle. It's okay and it's quite normal. The second thing is to recognize that as much as we at this hospital want to promote physical distancing in order to minimize the spread of the virus, it's very important for us to stay socially connected. Make sure that you reach out to friends and family, touch base with people, give them calls, set up FaceTime chats and other forms of video conferencing. Stay connected to people is very, very important. So we practice physical distancing, but we promote social connection. The next tip is to try to look for unique opportunities that this very unique situation presents you. Yes, it's very difficult. Yes, there's a lot of uncertainty, and it's okay to be scared. But there's also unique positive opportunities that may exist. Maybe opportunity to do some things that you didn't have time before, or spend time with family in a way that you never had to because of just the hustle and bustle of regular life. The other tip is to try to engage in activities that have before and ends. I call these tag time tangible activities, if you will. There's nothing that existed before, but that's something that's improved afterwards. When we're dealing with a time of uncertainty, as we are dealing with right now, it's very important for us to engage in activities that feels like that we have made a difference. It can be as simple as cooking, cleaning out the closet, or rearranging the garage. Activities that allow you to feel productive. And then finally, please recognize that as much as we want to be up to date with the facts and figures, information, and news of what's going on with COVID-19, please recognize that we need to moderate our exposure. Too much media exposure can have an unhealthy negative consequence on our stress level. We want us to be informed, make sure that you pay attention to how much exposure you have. Try following these steps, and they will help on some level. Thank you. Stay well. You matter.
Thanks, Nicole. And we'll actually, I know the sound was a little hard to hear there, but you can at least see those 5 points. Moderate media exposure. Wow, what an understatement. And the fact we have so much time now to focus on social media or just watch the news, it really influences a lot of our emotions day to day. So what I wanted to do for this orientation, and I try to direct my staff, myself, our students, our family, to make sure we're really focused on, in the end, being able to put our education to work. But there's so many things today when we talk about the soft skills. Virtually, it's different. Ultimately, you'll get a chance to get those hands-on skills done, but the soft skills are going to be, I think, even more different now as we navigate through COVID-19 over the next several months and even years. So how we come out of this, I think, will be very, very different. orientation, the purpose of orientation, shorts, lots of information, but I want to talk about the Brookline family a bit. A group of true professionals that are caring, that are experts in their field, but really want to get you through the finish line. So as a college, and in my own experiences in a teacher ed college years ago back in West Virginia, large college, it took me 4.5 years to get my 4-year degree, not a whole lot of support, had to kind of navigate on my own. And if I was able to go back and say to the college, what other help would I have wanted, I would like to have someone who'd been a little bit more compassionate towards the life I was living outside of college. And we understand that. We understand you're busy. Many of you may be working 1, if not 2 jobs. You might not be working at this point in time. There's health concerns. There's a lot of things out there that we can view as negative or be pessimistic about it. But we have to focus on the positives and take the actions to get us through these unpredictable times, but positioned, again, to come out of this in really great shape. So with our Brookline family, I just want to make sure that as you start, any questions that come up, get those questions out there through student services, back through your admissions representative. We've got a strong academic team. But if something sets for a day or 2 days, or something comes up that you think, wow, this is just earth-shattering, I got to drop out of school, we want to be able to help you get through that piece. We have some options we can work on for you. You'll have some great people talk today in today's orientation, from career services, from academics, from student services, from our library resource center, to really show you those support resources we truly have in play. So I want to make sure that as you forge ahead, it's not just starting, but it's finishing. And how you finish, you have a good plan, a good game plan from day one, and you're able to balance those things in life. And if we were doing a face-to-face or in a classroom orientation, I would always talk about the show of hands. And when we talk about attendance now, a lot of it is really logging in, attending a live lecture, or completing an assignment. But I want you to make the type of commitment that not just you'll be proud of, but and your family and support group can be proud of. Because we will have a graduation. We've been talking about how we do our graduations now. And one of our biggest thrills is seeing our students walk across that stage. And the next biggest thrill is seeing them truly be able to put their education to work to secure their future. So on behalf of Brookline College, I welcome you. I wish you the best. And again, you'll see my information right there on the screen. And I'll turn things back over to Nicole, our Director of Education. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Todd and Corey, for those great opening remarks. I'm going to go through a few slides here with you guys to give you an overview on what to expect while you're here at Brookline. But first, I want to start out with this question. And I know Corey said that you guys are all muted, so you can go ahead and unmute yourself when you feel you want to talk about this. My question to you is, what is your word? A central word or theme to guide your actions, or what you want to embrace more of in the coming year. What do you think your word is going to be? Everyone's so quiet now. Everyone's on
Collaboration.
mute. Cooperation. I like that one.
Strength.
Strength.
Motivation.
Motivation. Excellent. Excellent word. What else? Any other words out there that you can think of? What are you guys doing this for? For yourself?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. I like that one. Good. Here are some words that I'm going to put up for you guys, right? Family. To be brave. You guys have all taken that first step towards a new life, a new beginning for you, for your family, for your friends. And that takes a lot of confidence and a very brave person to get out of their norm and do something different. So I'm just proud of all of you for being here today and taking that first step. So Brookline's word is aspire. We aspire to provide every tool a student will need to obtain their dreams for a better future. That's what our Brookline word is. So hopefully you will see that throughout your time here with us. So most of you guys probably have Facebook, right? I can't imagine any of you don't have Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever it is that you guys are using. I'm not, as you can see with the shares I've been doing, I'm not that tech savvy, which is why I surround myself with people who are so that they can help me. But if you can, when we're done with this orientation, if you'd like to get on Facebook and like us, make sure that you like the Brookline College Tucson, Arizona. And that's where you're going to see anything that's happening at the school. Carl Wolf puts on job leads. We even recognize students who get jobs. In fact, he just put up a couple today, some MAs who are working in the field, and we congratulate them. So maybe one of these days we'll see your face up there, and then you can share that with your family, right? We do events on there. So the next one on our social media page could be you. All right, so getting to know who we are. You've met Mr. Matthews, he's the campus director, and I have everyone's phone number up here. These are our direct lines that go right to our computers here at home, sometimes to our cell phones, but you can reach us anytime. These are a lot of numbers, so if you have like a phone or something and you want to take a picture of this, if not, we can probably email it to all of you or text it to you so you guys have it at some point. So there's Todd's number up there that was on the previous slide. I'm Nicole Bousquet, I'm the Director of Education. I've been with Brookline for almost 10 years now. I too started out as an adjunct instructor and worked my way up as a Director of Education. I can't think of a better place for me to be right now. While I love working in the legal field, that's my background, working in education has just made it that much more rewarding. So I'm very, very content and happy to be where I'm at right now. So you guys have all met Corey, and most of you probably have spoken with Joyce or Raquel, financial aid. Carl Wolf, you'll be meeting here in a little bit. He's a very important man to get to know because he's going to be working side by side with you to get you into that career. Ashley Walker, a majority of you have probably already met her as well through your Moodle and email orientations. And then we have Tanya Southam. She is our student service coordinator, and she's available to help you guys if you have any questions regarding, you know, transportation issues, housing issues, not on the academic side. She does everything else for you. Like, she'll help you find anything, any information that you need for there. So she is the contact person for that. So you might want to write down her number as well. Okay. All right. So our mission, this is a lot of words, right? A lot of words, but any business you go into, they all have a mission statement. Ours is pretty basic when it comes to education, but ultimately, we want to prepare you guys academically and professionally to meet the constant changing requirements of business. So everything right now that's going on with COVID-19, we are staying up to date on that, and we are making sure those of you that are in the medical field are aware of what your PPEs are and all of that stuff. We are keeping you updated because you'll meet some of your program directors later, and they hate it when I say this, but amongst all of them, we have over 100 years of experience. So some of them are still working in the field right now, and you know, you're just going to get that up-to-date information. So we haven't touched on attendance yet, which we will in a little bit. The key is coming to class, because you can read the books, guys. You're all smart. I can tell because you're here, right? You can read the book, but you won't get that personal touch, that important information, unless you come to class and actually hear it from your program director or your instructor. So that's where you're going to get the more up-to-date information. All right, on the first day of class, bring a positive attitude. It's hard right now, isn't it, guys? Right? With everything going on in the world, you know, having a positive attitude, getting up in the morning saying, I'm going to do this, I can do this. You need to surround yourself by people with a positive attitude, because things are going to get tough. But that's what we're here for. When you do start to feel like you're slipping, sliding, please reach out to any one of us, and we will be here to help you. All right, like I said, great attendance. You can learn from a book, you can learn from watching a YouTube video, but getting the actual information from the program director or instructor is tenfold. It's amazing. There's a correlation between good grades and great attendance, right? If you want to get A's, you need to come to class. All right, so classroom standards right now, we're kind of at home. So this probably needs to be updated a little bit, but you know, a computer is probably the best thing to have right now, because I'll show you your learning management system that you've already walked through with Ashley. But you know, always bring a pen, a pencil, paper, a folder, a flash drive, all of that stuff so that you can keep that handy and write down notes. So all of our allied help, when we do get you back on campus, we will issue you Brookline scrubs. You get 2 sets of those, and they're pretty blue, like a navy blue. Okay. Oh, campus activities. These are some updated pictures of things that we have done in the past, and hopefully with our new normal, we'll get back to doing some of these things. As you can see in the middle there, Life is Why, the Tucson Heart Walk. We started that right when COVID hit, and unfortunately we couldn't all walk together, but we did a virtual walk. And we raised a ton of money for the American Heart Association. Right before we left for the COVID as well, you can see down here in the middle with Miss Raquel and Isabel and a student, we did green eggs and ham for Dr. Seuss's birthday. My daughter and I scrambled up about 80 dozen eggs? I can't remember. I was so tired of cracking eggs after a while. But they turned out really, really good. So as you can see, we like to have some fun on campus as well. You know, we do holiday events, career service workshops, guest speakers. We can still do that virtually. We get some guest speakers into your live lecture classes. Field trips are a little tricky right about now, but hopefully soon we can get back to doing some field trips. The Ambassador Program. This is a program that we have here on all campuses, and basically it is a leadership program for students. If you are really good in a particular subject, let's say math or English or computers, and you want to help your fellow students, this would be something that would be great for you guys to look into. It would look great on your resume, and I say this every time when we have an orientation. Majority of you guys are in the same program or in the Allied Health program. You're all going to be coming out with approximately the same degree and the same amount of education, right? But what's going to set you above your other classmates? Is an employer going to look for someone who just went through the process, got all A's, and da 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 da? Or are they going to look for someone who went through the process, got all A's, and helped out with their school, right? So we're looking for someone that can help with tutoring, studying, community service. This actually needs to be changed. I believe it's a 3.5 GPA now and 80% attendance. So after your first block, if you're interested in being an ambassador, please reach out to your program director. And if not, if you're good, your program director is going to tell us about you. So you can't hide from us. The good thing is, too, you also get some red scrubs, and you'll get acknowledged at graduation for being an ambassador. Okay? It's a really great program, and we look forward to seeing you guys in it. Let's see, the LRC. Our hours of operation are from 7:30 really till about noon right now, Monday through Thursday, Friday if needed, and this is something that we can work out with Ashley. But there are resources available for checkout if you need them. She will be giving, her and her other LRC directors will be giving workshops on Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. But the computers are there for your use. We are an open resource center right now, okay? So if you need to come to the campus to use a computer, please first reach out to your program director and or instructor and let us know so we can make sure someone's on campus with you, okay? All right, the Student portal. You guys probably all have looked at this when you did your enrollment. It may not have looked exactly like this, but this is where you can go to get your schedule, any financial aid activity. If you ever need to request a transcript, unofficial, official, when you get there towards the end, this is where you can go. Your grades are on here as well as your attendance. Okay, this is the main part, right? Actually took you through a lot of this already. This is what we call Moodle. It's our learning management system. This is where everything is going to be. You guys are going to be on this web page 90% of the time that you are here with Brookline. So your coursework is on here, your ebooks, your syllabus, instructor, etc. Everything is on here, and you'll get more information on day one when you start up your class. Okay. Security, right? Being safe and secure on campus. When you guys are on campus, we do require that you wear ID badges. We do that so that we make sure that those people that are supposed to be on campus are on campus and others aren't. So if you see something, please say something, because myself and Todd cannot be on, around this big campus. Some of you haven't even seen the campus yet, but it's huge. And so we can't be everywhere all the time. So if you see something, please just say something and we will take care of it, okay? All right, professionals and training. This is the interactive part. Can anyone tell me what a definition of a professional is? I see Alexis making a face. Anyone? Not a lot of people are on camera today.
Librarians.
Librarians. Really? You think you're a professional, Ashley?
Some days.
Some days. What makes a professional, you guys? Do you have any idea?
I'd say someone who's attained the qualifications to work in a specific or specified profession.
All right. I think you've seen my slide before, Carl.
Close to the same thing. I'm going to say somebody who's really good at their job.
Yes, very good. Very good. Yes. Someone
that takes their job seriously.
Good, Melinda. Very good. It is someone who's conforming to the technical or ethical standards of a profession. Someone who's courteous, conscientious, and generally businesslike in the workplace, right? That is someone that is a professional. So who are the employers looking for? Do you know?
Experienced and knowledgeable workers in that specific profession.
Great. Do you know any professionals personally?
I do, actually.
Yeah, good. A family member, a boss, a coworker, something like that?
She's a family member.
It's good, good. You know who they're gonna be, who the employers are gonna be looking for, Brittany? They're gonna be looking for you. You're gonna be that professional.
Okay.
You are gonna be that professional because you are gonna have the technical and ethical standards. You're gonna have that conscientious and business-like manner. That is who an employer is looking for. Okay? Good job. All right. I'm going to turn it over now to Career Services, Mr. Carl Wolf, and he's going to talk a little bit about his part in all of this. Go for it, Carl.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Hello. It is good to meet you. See you all. It's unfortunate some aren't on video, but that's okay. We can still talk to each other and hear each other. And please know that my session here for the next few minutes is interactive. Please unmute yourself, ask a question, add to, okay? First thing I want to start off with is I want to applaud each of you for taking this step in furthering your education. For whatever reason or reasons, you have taken this on. And I want to assure you that everybody you've heard so far, from campus president right on to me, to anyone who follows, we are here to support you, okay? Because your success is something that we are vested in. And it might be words right now, but I hope that you would hold us accountable in as much as we would hold you accountable to completing your education, right? So career services, everybody knows what career services is. Everybody says that it's about getting a job. It's about getting a job. Well, there's a lot that goes into getting a job, folks. And career services is more than just getting the job, right? Because as our esteemed director of education once said, JOB stands for just over broke. I try not to put, job, job, job. I call it career, your career, because a career spans a lifetime, right? Job, there's job hunting, job, jumping and so on and so forth. I like to use the word career because that's who I interact with out there. I interact with employers who are looking for career professionals, right? So a lot of things go into that. Basics would include what? Your resume, right? Your being prepared for your interview, right? Your interviewing skills, right? How do you present yourself? And in today's environment, a lot of interviews are happening, virtually. So the environment in which you are to take your interview and how you're prepared mentally. We're going to go through all of these, right? Now, I want each of you to write this down. I don't know if you took a picture of it or not, but I need you guys to take a pen and paper right now. I'm going to give you my direct number, and I want you to write it down. That number is 520-584-5264. Okay. Folks, it is important that we partner, and we partner right from the get-go. Your resume is your key to so many things. And your resume is not to be pulled out when you find a job or a career opportunity that you want to, you believe you can handle, then you go looking for a resume, right? We need to start that right now. If you don't have one, that's okay. We'll work together, right? I won't write a resume for you. Let me just put that out there. I do not write resumes for folks, okay? We will work on it together. And I personally don't care how you send it to me, whether it's in ink, whether it's in pencil, whether it's PDF or whatever you've got, send it to me. We will work on it together and make sure that it is a true representation and reflection of you, something that is ready for, an employer. Okay? Now, I want to share something real quick with you. There are 4 things that will ensure your success whilst you're in school. Okay? And they are in specific order. I call it the 3 A's and the 1 M. The 3 A's are your appearance, your attitude, your attendance, and your mindset. Okay? Why are they in those order? Or why are they in that order? They're in that order because your appearance impacts your attitude. If you wake up and you're not feeling good about yourself, you're not going to have a good attitude. You got to take care of your appearance, which impacts your attitude. And those two definitely impact your attendance. Now, if you think that this is not true, if you ever wake up one morning and you feel that I don't feel like going to class or whatnot, I need you to go take a shower and get dressed like you're going to get in your car and drive to school or drive to work. Do that and see if that doesn't change your approach to getting on your virtual class. You'll be surprised, right? The little things. And then when you add your appearance, your attitude, and your attendance with a positive mindset, come on, it's a done deal. It's game time. It's show time. You're ready to take on the world. You're ready to succeed. Because having the right mindset is going to change everything. It makes what seems impossible possible, right? It is always impossible until it is done. I'm sure you guys have heard that, but that's where we are. You've got to have those 3 A's and that 1 M to be successful, right? Something else I want to touch on is the ambassador program that our esteemed director of education just mentioned. Folks, I hear it all the time from employers. Carl, I just don't want, someone who just completed their program. I want somebody who had good grades and somebody who was involved in other activities. Why do you think employers ask for that? Anybody?
They want to see you're involved.
Absolutely. They do want to see that you're involved. So the ambassador program is what? Is an opportunity for you to enhance those skills, to be involved in what? Peer mentoring, right? Or being a community advocate, right? Being involved in those things. Because for the employer, what that means is you're not just going to do your what they call your job and be gone, but that you're going to be able to what? Translate that ability and that skills and that knowledge into helping somebody else. Collaboration was the word I used in the beginning. It's so impactful, right? How do you collaborate? Employer doesn't care how good you are and whatnot, only if you are able to do what? Effectively participate in teamwork, which helps their organization or their division succeed. So it is vital that you get involved right now and make this for you, because folks, at the end of the day, you are all going to be, if you are in the same program, yes, you're friends, but at the end of the day, where the rubber meets the ground, you become what? Competitors. You may be applying for the same opportunity in the same organization with somebody you went to school with. Now, I will assure you that if that person was involved in an ambassador program and did very well, I can tell you right now, hands down, that that person is likely going to get the job over you. Okay, the career environment is changing rapidly, just like everything else. So everything that you can do to set yourself above the rest, man, it's showtime. It's time to bring it on and make it happen for you. Okay. Brittany, I was watching you when you were answering the question when our esteemed director of education was saying that you were the professional, and you didn't believe it, right? Your laugh was a little, uncomfortable there. But you have to believe this. That's the mindset I'm talking about, right? You have to begin right now to start thinking that way. Look, if you are in the MA program, if you are in the pharmacy tech program, if you are in criminal justice, if you are in medical office administration, I don't care what your program is. You need to right now start seeing yourself what you're going to be at the end of that program. Start seeing yourself as an MA. Start seeing yourself as a medical office administrative professional. See yourself as a pharmacy tech. See yourself, whether it's security, whether it's the social aspect of criminal justice you want to do, whatever it is, you need to start seeing yourself as that right now. Not when you have your diploma in your hand. At that time, it's too late, right? You are cultivating that mindset, which is going to set you up for success. Okay? These are the things that I'm talking about. It's all part of career services. You have to be a well-rounded individual to be successful in your career. You can't convince me that when you don't go to school for 2 or 3 days in a week, when you get your career started, you are going to go to work 5 days a week. It does not work that way. What you do in school is what you're going to do with your career. I've seen it with folks before you, and I'm sure I'll see with folks coming after you. Okay? When you get in the right mindset and you're all about it, you're committed to what you started or what you are starting, you are going to be successful. And that's what this is about. That life change that you're looking for, the reason why you walk through those virtual doors, I'll call it, right? To start this, you've got to follow it up. You've got to pursue it to the end. You've got to achieve it. And the only way you're going to do that is by using your resources. admissions, academics, career services, student services. I can't say it enough. I cannot say it enough. I'll share something with you, something that really hit me hard. I was having a conversation with one of our students. And in the conversation, I said, look, if you need help with something, I don't care what it is. It can be your schoolwork. It can be anything that doesn't have to do with school, but it impacts school, right? I said, whatever help you need, reach out and ask for help. There's a reason we have student services. That's the reason why we're all here. It is not begging. And that student was moved to tears. And the student said to me, Carl, I can't believe that you just said that. I was surprised. I'm like, why? And the student said to me, because that's why I have not reached out, because I feel it is begging. Come on, people. Come on. It is not begging. None of us can be where we are without resources, without using resources. And resources come in various forms. It can be just somebody to talk to. It can be actually reaching out to student services and getting a referral to, some resource that you need to help you at home or whatever it is. Or calling me or emailing me or texting me and say, hey, Carl, I just lost my job, or I need to change, this, I want to get into my career field, or whatever it is. It is never begging. If any of you has that mindset, I'll please and humbly ask you to begin to change that mindset. When we say you're family, you're part of our family, the Brookline College family. I need you guys to take us to task on that. Hold us accountable. Because believe you me, we're going to hold you accountable to completing your academic work. Whether it's a diploma, a degree, doesn't matter. That's what you want to do. That's what you need to get your life changed. We are here to partner with you, lock arms with you, support you, and get you moving in that direction. Are you guys hearing me?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yep.
What questions do you have for me before I step off my soapbox?
I just like to add something that I say is that I learned in my previous jobs is there's never a wrong answer or never a wrong question. So to never be afraid to ask for anything or keep asking them repeated questions.
Perfect, Belinda. Couldn't have said it any better. You are on point with that. Absolutely on point. And being bold enough to ask that question, you could be helping somebody you don't even know, because that question may be in somebody else's mind who's nervous about asking. And so asking that question provides an answer for everybody. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
I have a question. I see on the slide you have, it says first class monthly meetings and externship. Does that mean we're going to be meeting with you personally, or you're coming to our class to talk to us?
All of the above.
Okay. So we'll have more than one interaction with you after this.
Are you serious right now?
I'm guessing
Oh my
that's a
goodness.
yes.
Oh my goodness. I love that question. Yes, ma'am. You will have more than one interaction with me. Look, my goal is to become a household name. You remember that commercial with T-Mobile about being your favorite five? Who's in your favorite five?
Yeah.
Man, I gotta be in your favorite three.
Run now.
I'll save you on my speed dial.
There we go. I love it. I love it. And oh, by the way, that phone number I shared with you, it doubles as my text line as well. So feel free to text me or call me, whichever works, and we'll make it happen. Okay. And if we have to get on a virtual set up like this where you can see me, I can see you. I do that with some of the students and the grads. You know, one thing about me is I'm very outgoing. So working at home is quite the challenge, has been a challenge for me the last 4 months. One of the ways I feed that side of me is doing a lot of video calls, because I can see you, even though I can't, you know, shake your hand or whatnot. I can see you, you can see me, and we're good. Okay, so if that works too, let's make it happen.
Okay. Thank you.
You are most welcome. I appreciate this opportunity to chat with you. Anyone else have a question? Alexis?
No, you answered my questions.
Okay. All right. Anybody doesn't have any other question, I appreciate this opportunity. It is good to meet all of you. I am excited for you. Please do not feel bad about your age in going to school now. Education is not a race. Okay, we all have different circumstances that have led us to this point. I, again, applaud each and every one of you for taking this step. Me, sitting right here looking at y'all, I'm an adult learner. I was an adult learner, okay? Education changed my life only a few short years ago. Okay, so do not, under any circumstance, should you let your age or where you are in life make you feel anything else about yourself. Be happy, be proud, be excited, because we are happy and proud and excited for you. Thank you so very much.
All right. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you.
All right. So you know what, guys? Before you know it, you're going to be graduating. And like Mr. Matthews says, we are working on doing some social distancing graduation for this fall for our previous students. But this is the amazing time. This is what I look forward to all the time, is to see you guys walking across the stage. But in order to get there, it's going to take hard work. It's going to take dedication. It's going to take that positive attitude that I spoke about, excellent attendance, and no excuses, guys. Excuses are like, you know what? We all have them. So anytime you make up an excuse, just really, you know, as Corey said and Carl has said, get up, change your scenery, take a shower, put your clothes on, because there's sometimes we don't want to come to work, but we know we have to. So we do the same things. We're trying to keep ourselves motivated as well. So for us to stay motivated is to have you guys doing the best that you can. That's what motivates me, is seeing you guys shine. So I cannot wait to see you guys all at graduation soon. All right, do you guys have any questions so far on anything that I talked about?
Where are we supposed to pick up our scrubs, or will they get mailed?
When you are ready to come on campus, we will make sure that we get your size correctly and we order them and we will have you come pick them up.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question. Since we're doing online, do we still get like hard copies of books, or we're just getting ebooks?
Everything is ebook right now. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Even when you come back to campus, if you're doing a live lecture, everything is still ebook. It's all on that Moodle element.
Okay.
But if you're in Med A, are you enrolled in Med A for this upcoming block, Alexis?
I'm in pharmacy tech, so I don't think so.
Have you?
Yeah, so all the diploma program, all the diploma program, medical diploma programs start with the Med A class.
Right.
Your admissions people have your schedule. Also, even though it's in your portal, the portal can be a little bit tricky to remember because you only did it when you did your enrollment agreement, so a lot of people forget. So just get with your admissions person. They can give you the actual course name.
Okay.
But it's Med A is your first one to answer that question. But if anybody on the call, because you might have questions on that schedule, your admissions rep does have access to that. I'm sorry, go ahead, Nicole.
No, I was going to say, and so if you are in that Med A live lecture class, we do have a book for you for that class.
Okay.
We'll have to make arrangements next week for you guys to come stop by and pick up your book.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Any other questions? Those are great questions.
Nicole, I don't have a question. I just have a comment.
No, those aren't allowed.
Melinda, this is for you. That's one heck of a cute baby right there.
I know, Brittany's is cute.
Thank you.
I keep seeing Brittany's pop his head in too. All right. All right, so now I'm going to introduce you guys to your program directors. Some of them are on right now, and we've been on summer break this week, so a lot of my program directors have been decompressing and taking the week off. So unfortunately, Miss Audrey is not on right now. So any PCT students, we'll have you go in with Miss Josie for your breakout room. But this is Miss Audrey, and she's been a PCT, and she didn't even want to put on here for how long. But she's pretty amazing. She's been with Brookline for, I think, about 3 years now, going on 3 years. So her laugh is infectious. I can't wait for you guys to meet her. All right. We also have Patty. Patty's on the line with us today. You want to say hi, Patty?
If I can unmute myself. Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you.
You want to tell a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I've been in the medical field for probably over 25 years now, doing everything. I've always said yes. If somebody, if they want to teach you something, if they ask for a volunteer, yes, I'll be happy to learn that. The more you know, the more valuable you become. So try to suck in as much information and always ask questions.
Great. Perfect. Thank you, Patty. All right. Next up is Jessica. She just got married, so we changed her name. It used to be Griffin. She's not on today. We don't have a search tech or sterile processing start for this block, but when you get back on campus, you will see Miss Jessica running around with her scrubs on. And then we have Deborah Golden. I don't believe she's on today either. She is our Pharmacy and Allied Health Program Director. Amazing lady, and she's really good with math. FYI, if anyone needs help with math. Jamie is not on at the moment, but her lead instructor, Jamie, is here with us. Jamie, want to say hi and say a little bit about yourself? Did I say Jamie? How about Josie? Josie?
Josie will get on.
There
Yes.
you are.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, I am. My partner in crime is Jamie, and I absolutely love the medical field, and I welcome you guys.
All right. Thank you, Josie. All right. And then we have Amy. Amy's on. She looks a little different than this picture. I may have to update it, or maybe she'll go back to this picture. We're not quite sure what she's going to do.
I'm probably going to go back. I'm not feeling the blonde.
You want to tell them a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm currently working in the field. During the week, I'm here with you guys at Brookline, and on the weekends, I'm at Banner University Medical Center. I have about 22 and a half years of experience as a phlebotomist / laboratory assistant. I've worked in a variety of different capacities, and Miss Patty's right. Anytime you are afforded the opportunity to learn something or volunteer, or they say, hey, we need somebody to, try this, jump on it. It's a great way to expand your career, because I said, yes, I'd love to. I've done things like autopsy assist and organ harvests and different things that you wouldn't normally get to do just as a phlebotomist who's drawing blood. So always say yes. Mm-hmm. I'm glad you're here. I can't wait to meet you. Hi.
All right. Thanks, Amy. All right. So, and then Christopher Kay is our criminal justice business instructor. Unfortunately, he's not on either. So that used to be my position. So I will go ahead and take the criminal justice students today in the breakout room. But once you get to meet him, he's an amazing guy. He has a lot of experience and some really kind of gross stories about medical, legal, death investigator. That's what we're into. All right, so we just want to congratulate you on taking your first step to your new career, and welcome to Brookline College. Welcome to the Brookline family. We are so happy to have you.
Okay, so what is going to, I just want to give one final reminder for you guys. If anybody has any tech questions, or again, prior to Monday, you want to make sure I'm clicking on the right link, I'm getting into my class, I know where to look for the link. This Sunday, Ashley will be available for that tech. She has open hours, so please get with your rep for the link to get that, but it'll be a fantastic support for all of you. Looks like we've lost a few of you from the groups here, but we're going to go ahead and break out into individual sessions. So if you're still on the call, you're actually going to break out and meet with one of the program directors that you were just introduced to. They'll give you a brief introduction for a little bit, and then you'll be all done for today. So just make sure, again, if you have any questions whatsoever, that you contact your admissions rep so they can answer those questions. They're here till 5 today. Beyond that, you can contact me. I'm pretty much always working even through the weekend. So if you run into help or needing help, reach out. I'll send an email to all of you afterwards once this recording is posted. And that way you guys, if you need to go play something back, like the phone numbers that everybody gave or anything like that, you'll have that link so that you can watch that. But I'm going to go ahead here and just double check and make sure I've got everybody assigned to a room. I had somebody just jump back on. Let's see who that was. Oh, okay, so that's Zoshi, medical assisting. So I got to put you back into the right room here with Josephine, Josie. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to press a button, and then when I do, one at a time, you're going to be zapped out of here and into a separate little room with the program directors. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. But again, once you're done with the program directors, you can just leave the meeting, close it out. You're done. There's nothing else to watch after you meet with them, okay? Again, I appreciate all of you. I congratulate all of you. And you now know the family that's going to be here to support you the whole way. All right, I'm going to go ahead and press this button.